The second and equally as consequential part of the fund is climate change related investments led by Tesla, the king of the fund, now with over a 12% allocation in the fund, as we haven't made any adjustments. Now, I could do a whole hour on Tesla because I recently had several new epiphanies about Tesla that I wanted to tell you guys today. And they have nothing to do with cars. So it was just announced that Tesla has rapidly stopped building their Giga factory in the battery part of the Giga factory in Berlin and shipping that equipment rapidly to the United States to begin battery cell manufacturing in a higher scale here in the United States. The new law, which for some reason got called the IRA, Inflation Reduction Act, when really it's the Climate Reduction Act, the CRA. And so the CRA, the Climate Reduction Act, allows battery, so to get the full $7,500 off your car, if you buy an EV, you have to have a substantial portion of your car built in America. Now, that's easy from the manufacturing side for Tesla because we've got Austin and we've got Fremont, but not the battery side. Now, we do have Gigafactory in Nevada, but we were expanding in Berlin as well as in China. And so it doesn't do us any good to ship cells from outside the country into the country when it comes to getting the tax benefits as part of this law. So now Elon's rapidly scaling up battery and cell production inside the United States because the incentives for building cells in the United States, building batteries in the United States, and then selling EVs in the United States are so great that if you start adding it up, if Tesla does this right, like they could cut the cost of the car substantially because of the new law. And margins would soar, and they could lower the price of the car substantially and make a low-cost Tesla, in theory, and margins would soar because of the new law. It's amazing for Tesla if they play this right. And Tesla knows how to play it right because Tesla's been playing the government right since it started. That's how Tesla exists. Was because the government lent it money under Obama. Most people don't realize that. Now, second thing, charging stations. Keep having this conversation with clients, potential clients about what's the best charging company. Oh, we need to own a charging company. And I say, Tesla now. Oh, Tesla, the charging company? Oh, yeah, Tesla, the charging company. The biggest charging company in the world. There's no charging company like Tesla. There isn't. Now they're building massive chargers, and this hit me. They're building 3 in California with 170 stalls. Now imagine a gas station. You pull up to a Chevron and it had 170 pumps. That's vision, right? Never happened. Never would happen. So what Tesla's doing now is they're building supercharger stations that can serve all the Tesla owners and then a section for non-Tesla owners. And that allows them to qualify for the Tesla, for the U.S. subsidies for charging stations, which they've now recently approved billions and billions and billions of subsidies to put in charging stations. Now, they haven't announced whether Tesla has received these subsidies yet, but my assumption is they will. And that's why they announced these massive charging stations that will now allow other cars to charge. Now, all of a sudden, you have a car company or a technology company that makes cars that also owns all their own gas stations, and they can serve all the other EVs too. So what is the Tesla charging system worth? I don't know. 20 billion? 30 billion? I don't know. But it's big. They got tens of thousands of chargers already out there all over the world and a seamless system that works amazing. That's Tesla charging. Did we talk about 4680 cells yet? That don't work quite well and scale yet, but will. Oh, we've invented a whole new battery technology. Now, there are these people who talk smack all the time about Tesla. There's one guy in particular who's incredibly biased and paid by the Chinese, but he happens to insult Tesla every day on Twitter. And this fella is a nice fella and all, but he was trying to make fun of the 4680 battery. Oh, it's not that good, this and that. No, it is. and they're going to get it to work, and they're going to get it to scale, and it's going to be a game changer for Tesla. Battery technology. And then lastly, the Cybertruck. I've become wildly in love with electric trucks. And I'm now fully convinced that electric trucks will be adopted by truck drivers, and they love electric vehicles too. I thought for a long time, maybe electric vehicles would be too green or too floozy for people, especially truck people. But no, they love electric trucks too. And it turns out the Ford Lightning was one of the greatest things that could have happened for EV truck adoption. And it's going to benefit Tesla and Rivian substantially that Ford made a really cool truck, because it makes it cool to have an electric truck because Ford made an electric truck. That's going to be the only contribution Ford makes at this point to the EV business as they battle their dealers in a massive war to create some fairness for their customers. Good luck, Ford. What a pain. The truck business is the next big thing. And the Cybertruck launch next year will be one of the most consequential moments in Tesla's new foray into the truck business, followed by the semi-truck. The truck business is crucially important to battling climate change. And getting into the truck business is hugely important for Tesla. And this is the next step. So when you start looking at all the issues that are out there and opportunities, Tesla is in all of them. And that's why it's the number one position in our fund. The worst thing about Tesla right now is the fact that Elon's stuck battling to get out of his ill-timed, ill-fated, stupid idea to buy Twitter. That's the overhang on Tesla, is Elon's stupid mistake. So if that's your overhang, that's a wonderful problem. But Tesla, in my mind, not only is the most exciting company in the world and most innovative company in the world, but it's also one of the companies in the world with the most opportunity. And of course, there's risk. There's lots of things that can happen wrong, as they can with all technologies. But the risk reward with Tesla seems incredibly good.